Well, hello everyone. Welcome back. This is another tutorial, the second one I've ever done on YouTube. And this tutorial will be on how to play God Only Knows by the Beach Boys, written by Brian Wilson off of the Pet Sounds album from 1966. One little thing that I should say before I get started showing you this song. This is a complex pop song, and I don't particularly like to make the arrangements that I do any easier than they are in the recording, at least as far as I hear it. What that means is I'm not going to make a beginner's version of these songs to teach you to play. And what that also means is that some of these chords and rhythms are hard. That especially comes into play in God Only Knows. There's a very quick section in the middle that jumps around, and when we get to it, I'm going to show you what it is that I play in my video, and it might be too hard, and I'm not saying that I'm better than anybody else. I'm just saying it might be too difficult to learn that. So I'm going to teach you not only what they play in the recording, but what also the Beach Boys would play in that section. They would substitute something else when they played it live, especially in the late 60s and early 70s. And I find what they do live is much easier to play. So I'll teach you both. Okay, so God Only Knows starts off in, I guess you'd say, E major. And it's got a feeling of A major going to E major. So let's look at those two first chords that we play on the right hand. The first one is an A major chord in second inversion. So here's the A major chord, A, C sharp, and E. And second inversion means we stick an extra E down here with our thumb. So it's E, A, C sharp, and E. Okay, that's the first chord. You're gonna play that 4 times like this. Okay, now we're gonna leave our thumb and pinky finger in the exact same place. And we're going to move the 2 inner notes to G sharp and B. So we've got E, G sharp, B, and E. And that's an E major chord for our second chord. We're going to play that 4 times. E major. So once again, that's A major second inversion 4 times. Followed by E major 4 times. Okay, that's our beginning pattern, and that repeats a couple of times here. So at the beginning, this is what you hear. Just the right hand only, no left hand yet. Again. And when you're finishing up that last bit, the left hand comes in with some things now. This is what the left hand is going to play. You're going to start with B, E, F sharp, and then A. So once again, those 4 notes are B, E, F sharp, A. And not only are those notes going to be faster than the right hand notes, chunking along, but they're going to be swung and shuffled. What do I mean by that? Instead of playing E, B, or B, E, F sharp, A, and straight rhythm, it's going 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3. E, F sharp, A. So this is how it comes in together with the right hand. After you've practiced that swing shuffle a little bit, right hand is steadily plodding along. It goes like this. Repeat the right hand. Ready for left hand. Here it comes. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'll show you that again. Okay, now for this part, the right hand continues with the pattern A 4 times in second inversion. 1, 2, 3, 4 to E 4 times. Okay, and then after that, so that sounds like this. Now here comes a new chord. You're going to move way up here to A, thumb on A, pointer finger on C sharp, ring finger on E, and pinky on F sharp. This is a strange little chord. You could call this an A6, but really it's probably more likely an F sharp minor in first inversion, F sharp minor 7. Why first inversion? Because the A is the lowest note instead of the F sharp. If it were a regular F sharp minor 7, it would look like that, where we're taking this F sharp away and sticking it on the top. So, okay, so that gets 4 times. Okay. While that's happening, left hand, we just did this. Then we do 2 A's, or 3 A's. G sharps, 3 sharps. And 3 F sharps. Okay, and then we do something else. So let's look at what we have so far. Here starts the right hand intro. Okay, I'll show you again. A strange thing that the left hand and right hand do together. Left hand plays E, E, F sharp, G, like this. Again, it's like this. And finally, the right hand is going to join that same rhythm and play the same rhythm that your left hand is doing, but on these notes. The first one is A and C sharp, and that repeats again. Then the next note is B and D. Sorry, B and D sharp. Again. And then the next one is C and E. It's going to sound a little strange, but that's right. Once again, it's A and C sharp, B and D, B and D sharp, and C and E. Once again. Okay, and together with the left hand, which was this, remember? It should sound like this. Time. This is what it sounds like hands together. If you're not sure what the rhythm is, there it's long with a pause. It goes da, 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 da. Okay, here's our whole intro so far. Here comes left hand. Good. Okay. Now we're ready for our next part. Some of these chords are just plain interesting and strange and maybe not familiar to beginning piano players. That's okay. We're going to learn them anyway. Okay? The first chord of our verse, or maybe it's a pre-chorus, I'm not sure what you'd call it. Anyway, the first chord of this section is going to be D major in second inversion. That means a regular D chord. It's going to be first inversion with the F sharp in the bass. Second inversion is A in the bass. So there's our chord. D major second inversion. That gets 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the next chord is going to be thumb up to B, pointer finger on D, which you were playing a second ago, ring finger on F sharp, which you were playing a second ago, but also add the pinky finger on G sharp. This is a very strange chord. I would call it it's probably a half diminished G sharp 7th first inversion. Whew, that's a mouthful. So this is the chord. And by the way, this is a chord that a lot of people who try to figure out God only knows by ear get wrong, because it's just not a chord that would occur to a lot of people. Okay, so we've just played D major second inversion. Here's the next one. Ready? 4 times. Okay, here's the 2 chords of our section. Okay, next we have F sharp minor in first inversion. That's A, C sharp, and F sharp. But this time you only play it for 2. And then you add an extra note, which is an E with your ring finger for the next 2 notes. So for the first 2, it's a regular F sharp minor, first inversion. Then you add the 7. Okay, now this chord is also a little weird, but it's not unheard of. It's going to be a B dominant 7, third inversion. So A is in the bass. That's A, B, D sharp, F sharp. Might take your hand a little while to get used to the shape of that one. That gets 4. Okay, here's what we have so far in our right hand for this new section after the intro. Good. Here comes the next one. It's an E major chord, second inversion. B is in the bass. B is the lowest note with our thumb. B, E, G sharp. Okay, that one gets 4. Okay, next chord is a diminished chord based on E flat or D sharp. We got D sharp, F sharp, A. That gets 4. Back to E major, second inversion. And for this one, all you have to do is move your thumb up to C sharp, and everything else stays the same. Okay, let's see what we have so far for our section after the intro. Right hand only. Okay, next comes A major and E in first inversion. So that's G sharp, B, and E. Ready? Play that, gets 4. And then back to our F sharp minor in first inversion, which is A, C sharp, E, and F sharp. That gets 4. And then you rest for a whole bar while the left hand pounds a bass line on its own. And we'll learn that in a minute. So this is our right hand, all of this new section that we've learned. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's coming up in the left hand. Good. Okay, what is our left hand doing during this whole section? Okay, for this chord, it's playing A, and the rhythm stays similar to what it was in the intro. It goes bum, 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 like that. Then it moves to B. So first A, 3 times, then B, then it's gonna hop way up here to F sharp, then to A, up here. So far we've had A, B, 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 F sharp, F sharp, F sharp, high A, then it's going to jump way down here to B. I would suggest playing this A with your thumb and then B with your pinky, because that's a big jump for the bass line. And then B, 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 C, C, then back to B, it's B, B, then B flat, then A, sharp, then F sharp, and then comes this part with this really booming bass. I went to octaves here because it sounds better that way on F sharp, then E, F sharp, G. Okay, I'll review that bass line because I jumped around a lot. Okay, we started with A, comes B, way up to F sharp. Then high A. Back down to B with pinky. Then C. All these notes are close now. Then B. B flat. A. G sharp. F sharp. Add the octave. E, E. F sharp, G. That was a lot. This is what it sounds like when it gets together. I'm starting after the intro. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, here's from the whole thing from the beginning. Ready? Here's our intro. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Get left hand ready. Here it comes. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Again. Now this time I'm having my left hand be in octaves. If this is too hard for you to hop around, then go back to this, single notes at a time. But I am going to do it in octaves because I think it sounds better. Jump up. And then instead of going to this, we come to the really crazy jumpy section that I warned you about, where I would teach you an alternate. So I'm not going to do that just yet. We're going to end this tutorial here, and the next part will be in part 2, which I will put a link in the description when it is finished. Thank you very much. Have a great day, and please feel free to leave me comments or questions or concerns. Take care.